You have spent years learning what works for your hair. But what if the styles you are loyal to are the very ones quietly aging you? If you have ever stared at a photo and felt something was off, even though you followed all the rules, this video is for you. I researched the worst style and beauty mistakes and youth-boosting fixes for mature women, so you get simple, proven transformations that work instantly. Today we are covering 5 outdated hairstyles that are adding years to your face, and the modern replacements that will make people stop and ask what you changed. By part 3, you will understand why one of the most popular cuts of the last decade is now working against you. And the very first hairstyle on this list? It is still sitting on the heads of nearly every woman who feels stuck. Let's go. Part 1. The stiff helmet perm. You recognize this one. Maybe you have even worn it. That tight, uniform, all-over curl set, sitting perfectly round, high off the forehead, not a strand out of place. It felt polished. It felt put together. And for decades, it was the standard. But here is the truth no one said out loud. The stiff helmet perm does not frame your face. It boxes it. All that volume sitting above and around the head pulls the eye upward and outward. Away from your bone structure, away from your eyes, away from everything that makes your face beautiful. It rounds the silhouette at exactly the wrong place. And when curls are uniform from root to end, they flatten. They remove dimension. That is what ages you. Not the curl itself, the shape. This is the one that made a friend of mine stop mid-conversation and ask what her stylist had done to her. The swap is this: loose textured waves rather than set curls. Ask for a body wave with varied curl sizes and movement at the ends rather than the roots. Let the hair fall naturally closer to your face, not away from it. Soft movement brings warmth. Stiff volume brings age. Yes, that's simple. If you are still getting your hair set in a uniform curl pattern, swap it for a loose wave that breathes and moves. The difference shows up immediately, in photos, in person, and in the mirror. Your eyes deserve to be the first thing people notice, not the shape of your hair. The maintenance is simple too. A wide tooth comb and a light mousse on damp hair preserve the wave without stiffening it. Part 2 covers a cut that practically every woman over 50 has been told looks sophisticated. It does not. It is quietly adding years, and we are fixing it right now. Part 2. The blunt chin-length bob. Have you ever looked at a haircut and thought, that looks elegant in the magazine, and then worn it and felt something was wrong? That is exactly what happens with the blunt, one-length chin-length bob. It was everywhere. It still is. Stylists recommend it constantly. Here is what nobody tells you. When hair ends in a hard horizontal line right at the chin, it draws the eye directly to the widest part of the jaw. On a woman in her 20s, that sharpness reads as modern. On a woman over 50, when the jawline has naturally softened, that blunt edge amplifies the softening rather than counteracting it. It does not frame your face. It cuts across it. Honestly, I wish someone had told me this about the blunt bob years ago. It is one of the most universally unflattering choices for women over 50, and one of the least talked about. The fix is not to abandon the bob. The bob itself is stunning. What you are changing is the edge. Ask your stylist for point cutting at the ends rather than a straight scissor cut. That one technique breaks the hard line and creates softness and movement where there was none. Pair it with a slight graduation at the back, not a full stack, just a soft bevel, and the whole shape lifts. Swap the blunt one-length bob for a point-cut bob with a slightly longer front. That face framing angle pulls the eye toward your cheekbones and your beautiful eyes, not toward the jaw. This one change alone. Immediate difference. Keep the length fresh with a trim every 8 weeks. Point-cut ends lose their softness faster than blunt ones. Part 3 is the hairstyle most women think is safe. It is not safe at all. In fact, it may be the single most aging thing happening to your hair right now. Part 3. The flat shapeless grow out. This one is not even a style. That is exactly the problem. You stopped at a certain length and stopped there. Not because it looked good, because changing felt like too much. The hair sits past the shoulder, unstyled, uncut, doing nothing. No layers. No movement. No shape. Just length. There is one thing flat shapeless length does to a mature face that nothing else does quite so efficiently. It pulls. It pulls the face downward. It emphasizes gravity rather than working against it. Every feature reads heavier because the hair is adding weight without structure. Length does not equal youthfulness after 50. Structure does. This is the one that stops women cold when they finally understand it. Because so many have been holding on to length as a kind of safety net, not realizing it is doing the opposite of what they hoped. The fix is interior layering, removing weight from inside the hair without changing the perimeter length visibly. Your stylist takes internal sections and removes bulk from beneath, leaving the outer shape intact, but creating lift and movement throughout. Swap flat unshaped length for interior layered length with a face framing section. 2 pieces of hair cut slightly shorter around the face to angle toward your cheekbones. You keep the length. You lose the drag. You needed to hear this. Maintain this with a light volumizing spray at the roots before drying. Diffuse rather than blow dry straight if you have any wave. It brings the shape back naturally between cuts. There is a 4th outdated style that almost no one talks about because it looks perfectly clean and groomed from a distance. Up close, it is silently broadcasting your age in a way that is completely fixable in one appointment. Part 4. The overly flat side part. You might be reading this thinking, a side part? That is not a problem. But stay with me for one moment. There is a specific version of the side part that became the default for women over 50 about 20 years ago. A very deep, very flat side part with no volume at the root, hair draped tightly across the crown and sitting flat on top. Here is the surprising truth about why this ages you. The flat crown exposes the scalp along the part line. As hair naturally thins after 50, that part line becomes wider. A deep flat part displays that thinning at the most visible point on the head, the top. It also removes all vertical height from the silhouette, which flattens the face and makes features appear lower than they are. This is the one that changes everything once you understand what it is actually doing to your proportions. The fix is a soft zigzag part or a slightly diffused center part with root lift applied before drying. Neither of these requires a dramatic style change. What they do is remove the hard exposed line and add height right where the face needs it most. If you are still using a fine-tooth comb to carve a precise deep part each morning, swap it for your fingertips and a light volumizing powder pressed into the root at the crown. That lift changes your entire facial proportion. Honestly, this is the fix I wish I had known to suggest to every woman I know who has spent years wondering why her hair looks flat in every photo. Use a dry shampoo with lifting properties at the roots every other day to maintain that crown volume between washes. Part 5 is the final outdated style. And it is the sneakiest one on this list because it looks polished and intentional. But your bone structure deserves so much better than what this style is giving it. Part 5. The mushroom-shaped cropped cut. You wanted something short, easy, and modern. Your stylist kept it tight at the sides and let it round over the top. It looked clean leaving the salon. Clean and round, and there it is. Round. The mushroom-shaped short cut has been one of the most requested styles for women over 50 for decades. And it is one of the most quietly aging cuts available. Here is what is happening. The rounded dome shape on top mirrors the natural rounding that softness in the face creates with age. Instead of counterbalancing that softness with angles and height, it echoes it. Rounded on top plus softened features below equals a face that reads rounder and heavier than it actually is. And the tight sides? They remove any frame. Your face sits exposed without a single line to guide the eye toward your best features. This is the one that nobody says out loud at the salon because the cut looks tidy. But tidy is not youthful. The swap is a textured pixie or a disconnected short cut with a longer top section and a slight side sweep. Razored ends on the top section create movement. A small piece of length near the temple creates a frame. Height replaces dome. Ask your stylist for a short cut with a textured top and a defined side. Not cropped tight but swept and intentional. That angle toward your cheekbones and those beautiful eyes is the entire point. This one is everything. Maintain the shape with a small amount of light paste work through dry fingertips. Never gel, never anything that collapses the texture back into a dome. You now know exactly what has been quietly adding years, and exactly what to ask for instead. You just learned 5 hairstyles that have been quietly aging women for decades, and the modern replacements that work with your face, your bone structure, and the way your hair actually grows now. You didn't just watch a video. You changed how you will walk into your next salon appointment. Boom! Your bone structure was always this stunning. Now it shows. Tell me, which one of these 5 outdated styles were you wearing without realizing what it was doing? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. Next time, we are uncovering the one hair color mistake that instantly ages your complexion. And the fix is one conversation with your colorist away. Like this video, subscribe to Timeless Wisdom Path, and I will see you in the next one.